Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, lens flare! Lens flare! Hey, so you know how we've been on this Star Wars story arc for the last few episodes for some reason, right?
Yeah,
It continues on!
Yes, everything is Star Wars
almost as if
now.
whoever directed this episode just learned about the Star Wars franchise. Like, oh fuck, this shit is cool.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly.
Like they just learned what lens flare. I was like, hey yo, let's put this shit in the show. No one's people love lens flare, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
They love it when that light just gets in their eyes and blinds them. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, stop, please stop shooting the lens flare in my face. Secretly, they're like, yes, do more. I want more lens flare.
JJ can never do anything wrong. And real quick, speaking of JJ Abrams, real quick, so I recently went through and cleaned through my old YouTube favorites, right? And I found this weird video that Bad Robot released that I don't think anything ever came out of it.
What do you mean? Oh, was it like you mean one of those things where they released it? Like, oh yeah, we did this as a kind of experimental thing. We don't know if it's gonna happen or anything.
No. Like this thing never nothing ever came out of this. Like I was so curious about it. I went on to Wikipedia. Nothing ever came out of this video. They just released this video back in 2013, and nothing ever came out of it. Right? Just quickly breeze through this video real quick.
Yeah, I'm looking through it. It's all black and white. There's a guy in the ocean.
Yeah, it's all black and white. Like, he's like this guy. It's like he's on a beach. He has like a coat and everything.
Oh, he
like,
looks like he has ropes around his hands. Like he got stranded. He was a prisoner.
Yeah, like nothing. Like I was going through my this came out like 2013. All right, Jesus Christ, right? That's how old my YouTube is. It's older than that, but yeah, I was going through and I found this video. I forgot I had this in my YouTube favorites. Like straight up, nothing ever came out of this weird teaser project. Right, like this is the official Bad Robot account and everything too. This is like there's not like some fake account or whatever. It's like a legitimate this is the official Bad Robot YouTube account, right?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, really.
Yeah, this is just so fucking weird. I just found this video again. I was so fucking I was just so mesmerized by this video, like and what it was. Like I thought I missed something, but no. I went to J.J. Abrams filmography and everything, and nothing happened out of this. They just made this video.
Yeah.
It's really fucking strange.
I'm pretty certain he probably just didn't remember give a shit afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That's
maybe this was the teaser for episode 7. All right.
How? This man had his mouth stitched closed. I don't see how that would have.
Maybe he was supposed to represent the oppression that Disney was putting under him in terms of integrity of the creative difference. All right.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what that was. Yeah.
Right. And how Disney is trying to silence the white man from having any opinion. Okay.
No. Hold on. You say that you're gonna bring a certain crowd in here, Austin. You're gonna bring a certain crowd in here. Oh my god, Jesus. Okay.
Hey, we did it. We did it. We finally reached the end of it. After this year-long project, we finally reached the end of it. All right.
Yeah, the end of the fucking season of freaking.
Yeah, hey, well, welcome
Mashin
to the
Sentai.
last episode of Mashin Sentai Kiramager, a series that when we started, you had no knowledge about Super Sentai or anything of that matter, as we did every week a weekly discussion series. While I also had a person with years of knowledge of tokusatsu and Super Sentai, and directed by my friend William. That's you, William.
Me,
a person with knowledge of tokusatsu. So as we discussed the latest Super Sentai to Mashin Sentai Kiramager. So this is the last episode 45. You Were There and Shine.
Yeah. Oh my god, this episode was okay. So I have some gripes with this episode, but I'm mainly overall satisfied with this episode. Okay.
I thought the ending was really bittersweet. I'm not gonna lie. When we get to it, I'll get to it. But the ending was really bittersweet, honestly, as long as I feel.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll get to it because I'm curious as to how you mean by bittersweet. But I mean, unless you're talking about the send off, which is like also curious. I didn't like. I kind of expected the send off to be a lot bigger, like. Well, I mean, I guess we'll get to it. So Can we talk about... Okay, so I guess for the beginning of the episode, can we talk about how brazenly the Rangers are just talking about the goddamn, like, Emperor's weakness right in front of him as he's regenerating? Can we talk about that for a second?
Well, they're away. They're not close to each other, so the Emperor can't hear them. All right. Also, they have their mask on, so they can't. So, as you know, as the current society is dead, you can't hear anyone under a mask. All right.
Yeah, sure. But I'm just saying. First of all, they're yelling at each other. Cruncher is basically talking to them. He's like right there in front of the building. He's like, oh yeah, so that's where his weakness is. He's just standing there. He's not doing anything.
I would make the Emperor let them have that conversation for as long as they did.
Yeah, I know. Honest. Yeah, he regenerates, and then like his face is there. He
sure is taking his sweet time. The Emperor sure is taking his sweet time. You know.
Yeah. Right? And it's they're just having a talk right in front of him. Like, wow, that's really brazen of you guys. At any moment, the Emperor literally could have just whacked at you, and you would have been done for. But all right then.
Yeah, well, let's just casually talk about the Emperor's moral weakness, you know? It's all good, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like, at this point, like, I felt like they could have talked about anything. They could have talked about the insurrection that happened in the United States. They could have talked about, you know, like, the fucking how democracy is failing us as a fucking governmental system or something like that.
Or the fact that some sword boys are mad at each other in another part of Japan, you know, right?
What?
Right?
What?
Yeah, like some people with swords or infighting,
okay.
you know?
Yeah, right? You know, yeah, you're right. That's actually happening in universe. Yeah, I forgot that's a thing. They just don't acknowledge it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, all these tokusatsu toy shit show that Toei produced, they don't acknowledge shit about each other. They're like, every now and then, they're like, hey, yo, what's up? We're the other series. Okay, bye. We're gonna go deal with our problems. Even though your problem might be the actual end of the world, don't worry about it. Even when in season, in the show's continuity, even the other team doesn't give a fuck about it. They're like, yeah, fuck that shit. And we dealt with that shit already.
Yeah,
you know, we don't need to deal with this again. You guys deal with it.
It's curious too, because it's just like, I mean, like, I can kind of get it from like the Power Rangers, like if they don't really care about Kamen Rider, if only because, and I'm only saying this from what I've seen so far, a lot of the monsters are like kind of small time. Like if like they're serious threat within Kamen Rider, sure.
Wait, do you think there's like a situation in Japan? So in Japan, you know how there's local heroes and idol units, like how every prefecture in Japan has their own stupid idol unit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what the situation is like? Like every prefecture has their own team.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't doubt it. It could be a thing. I wouldn't like. Honestly, Japan would make it a thing. They would totally make it a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Oh yeah. So, but back before. I mean, oh god. But yeah, it always seems so small time. It's like they deal with like small monsters. They deal, from what I'm seeing so far, it seems to be mainly dealing with like in-group stuff. So it's like I can kind of get why the Power Rangers like, yeah, we got bigger fish to fry because we literally fight a giant ass monster every single goddamn week.
Yeah, and the Japanese taxpayer have to deal with it every single time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like I can understand that. But like Kamen Rider is like they don't acknowledge the fact that there's a giant monster that's roaming about in Japan. Is like, you know, you think we could deal with that? Like, nah, we got our own shit to deal with. You see, there's a giant robot right there. It's fighting the monster. Yeah, we're good. You see, that's all there is to it. It's like, what are those? I don't know. They have a name. We won't mention it though.
Yeah, we won't acknowledge him. But hey, you know what I like at the last episode? Backstory, alright? I'm so glad the last episode we threw in backstory all of a sudden.
I mean...
Right?
Yeah, I mean, for the Emperor, right? It's like...
Yeah.
It's like, I can accept it if only because it's just like, it's a curious... Like, it does kind of like, you're wondering, oh yeah, so how does Yodona, like, tie in with the Emperor at this point?
I feel like this is something they should have probably addressed earlier or hinted at, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right? Instead of just throwing it all at the last episode, like, okay, now we know the weakness, right?
Yeah, I mean, but then...
Right? And it would have been something more fun they just hinted at, so that way we, the audience, could, like, piece it together, be like, ooh, this is it. This is the plan. That's what's gonna happen, you know? This is what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that's the thing. It's just, like, again, it's kind of a problem throughout the series, where there's, like, a lot of these things could have used build-up, but they always kind of just throw these things in. So, I mean, again... Big issue, but we've been over it.
But hey, at least we get to see Yodana again.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing though, because she's honestly one of my gripes about this episode. If only because it's like they had this whole thing where they were hinting at this whole thing with Tamatomo and Yodona, and I thought that was gonna pay off in some way, but it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like how she ties in with the Emperor, and it's like I'm kind of really sad how she goes. It's actually really sad to me, but it's like in the middle of all this. I was half expecting at some point, like, Tamatomo to actually like somehow reach out to Yodona and something happens with those two, because they're hinting at it, because they keep talking about like Tamatomo, like, oh yeah, Tamatomo, your first level was with like an enemy. It's like, haha, you're lame. Take the big L, right? And then when they're talking about like it's this big, it's like it felt like it was gonna this big story moment or something that was gonna happen later on, but it doesn't. Nothing happens. It's like stuff happens with Yodona, sure, but like they're making this whole hint like that Tamatomo and Yodona is gonna be some sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
And like I was expecting like at some point Tamatomo, like being the genius tactician, might somehow turn Yodona, or maybe it's a more genuine thing where like Yodona has always like thought of Tamatomo or something, because he did teach her some stuff, and maybe she's like, oh, I was always curious, that kind of thing, and that's like, and the thing is, they had this whole thing where the Emperor is like, oh yeah, you were a symbol of my weakness for wanting companionship, right? So I'm like, what if that was the thing with Yodona? What if she wanted companions too, and then Tamatomo offering that, she basically grasped for it, when the Emperor basically say, yeah, fuck you, right? Like, she couldn't get that from the Emperor, maybe she gets it from Tamatomo, and then she reaches for it, and then that becomes a thing, and then they both fight against the Emperor or something like that. I was expecting something like that, but nothing happens.
I thought that was the indication they're gonna do, make her like her own fleshed out character, right? Because we clearly say that Yodona is like a character that's forced to be evil, right? She's not evil, right? Because the Emperor literally state that, oh, you are my weakness, right?
Yeah.
So I assume by that point it means like you are my compassion, my moral grounds, yada yada, stuff like that, right? You're the goodness of my darkness, basically, right? Right, and that you were forced into this war crime, which is something that no other person within the Super Sentai universe has ever gone through, being kidnapped and forced into wars.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's an original thing,
Yeah, sure. It's not like we had talks about child soldiers at one point,
Yeah, don't worry. Hey, look, hold on. They'll get unions for that, alright?
They'll get unions for the Power Ranger? How does that work out? I mean, they're chosen by destiny or whatever. It's not even government sanctioned thing. How would that even work?
Oh, well, and you complain enough to something about a union, something will get done, alright? I've seen what Amazon's doing, alright? Hey, look, those anti-union ads on Twitch may be working out, alright?
Oh my god, Jesus fuck, dude. Holy shit. But, yeah, that's, I mean, actually, I think that's honestly the only gripe I have with this episode, the whole Yodona thing.
I really thought that they could have quote unquote saved her, right? Right,
Yeah, but
right?
they don't do that at all. They just don't even bother. Like they set it up, but then for some reason there's no payoff. I'm like, what's the point of that?
Once again, like I said, 4 episodes lost this season. 2 to 4 episodes lost.
Yeah, that's true. And then COVID's a whole thing, and I get it, but like still.
Yeah. If only we could be in. Look, I think the problem is they didn't film this series in New Zealand. All right, if they filmed this in New Zealand, none of this would have been a problem. All right.
Honestly, I could believe that. Honestly, if they even bothered, but like they're all like, nah, we keep it in Japan, fool.
Yeah, keep it in Japan. You're right.
Yeah.
Look, we can't have any gaijins in Japan anymore.
Jesus,
all right.
fuck, dude.
Goes back to that episode where we learn about fucking Matthew Perry. Not Matthew. Was it Matthew Perry?
Matthew. What do you mean?
Was it who the fuck that told Japan to open up their board? Was it Matthew Perry?
I don't think it was. Oh, was it Matthew Perry? Yeah, it was Matthew Perry.
Yeah, Commodore Matthew Perry. That's right, I forgot.
Yeah,
if only we had the actor Matthew Perry in Japan,
actor
he would have.
Matthew Perry.
Yeah. It would do that. But anyway, so the Emperor kills the Ranger. He destroys the Rangers. Like, oh boy, I did it. My big bad plan is now I'm gonna eat you. By the way, really fucking weird weakness, right?
Yeah.
Right. You didn't think that shit was. I was like, It's like you can't just break the mask with the power of friendship or something. Like you have to wait for him to take off his mask, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they were like, oh, we could use the destroyer stone, but like, nah, we'll save it. We'll just use it as like, as the killing move, which I kind of get, but I'm like, you know, it's not entirely a bad idea to use the stone to destroy the mask, and like by that point you could probably just beat him up. You know, because it's this major weakness. You focus on that, he's kind of donezo. But I mean, I mean, I get it though. Like, just in case if things go wrong.
Yeah, but like I said, that's the thing I liked about these last is how they remember they have these fucking weapons of mass destructions, right? I thought the series that we've been building, I'm like, oh boy, check this out. We got some weapons of mass destruction. Let's start using these, you know?
Yeah,
NATO
much.
can't stop us now. We're not part of the UN anymore.
Oh my god. Shit.
Japan may or may not be part of the UN anymore at the time of this recording. I don't know.
Oh, did something major happen? Like,
oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's the joke. Is that I don't know what happens in real world politics. All right.
Oh my god. Okay. See, now I'm gonna look it up just to see what happens. Okay, but you keep talking about whatever.
Yeah. Okay. While you look up, while you learn about the UN, I'm just gonna talk about So the Emperor's like, ooh boy, I got you, Rangers. I got you. I killed you. But then Drew's like, no, we tricked you. You've been bamboozled, right? You've been bamboozled. We used the illusion stone to trick you and everything. And then we do my favorite finishing move about the season, where fucking Giga Driller kicks the Emperor's face in with his fucking drill foot. All right,
oh
just
my God.
bury his spinning drill foot into the Emperor's face.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Right? Yeah, so the Emperor gets the face, he goes small, he's small, and then Mabushina comes in, and like, ooh, like the Emperor's like, ooh, and then the Emperor's like, ooh, Princess Mabushina, what are you going to do? You and your windmill can't stop me, the Green New Deal is worthless, I don't need the Green New Deal, alright?
Oh my God.
We'll privatize the electric grid, you know, and then Mabushina's like, oh no, but hold on, the Green New Deal will save the Earth, and everything. And then here's one of my favorite part about the end of every Sentai. This is traditional Sentai trope at this point, where at the end, they do that helmetless in suit. Because, you know, throughout the series, we mainly see the Rangers, wherever in the suit, they have the helmet on and all that shit, you know, right?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, but this is one of my favorite tropes that they do at the end of every Sentai series, where they have them pose in their suit without their helmet as during their final stand. This is just one of the favorite things.
I will say, watching that was pretty hype. I actually like that they actually show the actors in the suits, and it's like pretty fucking cool, and they do the pose and everything.
So you know that they aren't just dubbing over a stunt double and all that. So like they actually do have suits made for the actors to appear in, right? Because there's always two sets of suits, right? There's the quote-unquote stage suit, right? That you wear, like the one that is not as flexible, right? That's just more there for a display. And you have the actual suit for like for filming, the one that you can actually like be more flexible and, you know, right? Yeah, so we see that, and we see the Green New Deal goes into effect with the Rangers, right?
God damn it.
Do you think this episode was an analogy for the Green New Deal? There was a lot of.
I mean, the thing is, the fact that this is a season on pollution, because it very clearly is.
Was this a season on pollution?
No, because he was like, "Oh, we have to dirty the earth." Like, if that's not pollution, I don't know what
is. It's not really pollution.
It is. It's literally just them trying to make the earth dirty in whatever way.
It wasn't
literally, the first faucet was a dirty faucet, Austin. Literally, the first faucet was a dirty faucet of water.
Look, we had more seasons about pollutions, all right?
Congratulations, okay, you know, now have another season of dirty pollution.
It wasn't that bad. Like compared to the season where you had cars fighting for the safe. For the ozone, all right.
Oh yeah, you know what?
That season was fucking great.
You know what? I very much did ironically. I was in a chat with Jeff, and he was streaming episodes of that season. It is wild, I'll tell you.
Oh, Turbo Ranger?
I think it was Turbo. I mean, not Turbo, like the the Japanese.
Yeah, no, that's the Japanese season. His name's Turbo Ranger.
I mean, they had a scene where they had the two female rangers, and then the enemy female lead in that become idols to kind of save the world, because they just like, oh, we want to dirty the human world, but we can't do that if this monster happens to destroy it, so we're gonna help you guys in this one episode, and that's it. which is
Oh, I know what you're
interesting.
talking about. Oh, fuck. I remember. Okay, I know. That's Go Under. That's a completely different season.
Okay.
Okay, that's a completely okay.
But those
anyway,
are cars
so,
too.
enough
and
about
that.
that. So the Rangers do their cool helmet, and they actually do the stupid pose, right? It looks so fucking stupid, right?
Yeah.
It actually looks fucking stupid, but you can't just help and laugh at it, right?
Yeah.
Due to how silly it looks, right?
Yeah,
but it's all fun.
It has charm. It's charming,
Yeah.
and I like it. And it's funny. It's funny and goofy as it is. I liked it a lot when they were doing it. I'm like, hey, look at that! They're actually doing the thing. It's been 10 years since we've seen this shit. Oh my god!
It's been like a mini episode. Yeah, so they fight the Emperor. The Emperor calls out a bunch of his. Have we seen these guys before, or is this?
They pulled this out of their ass, man. He pulled that out of his ass.
Okay, these fucking Muddites, except they have capes. That's it. The worst part about these Muddites, William, they don't have matching cape colors to their fucking suit.
I noticed that a lot.
I was really mad by all their so because at that point I don't know what ranking Am I supposed to assume they're ranking by their bodysuit or they're ranking by their fucking capes? All right, I really can't tell which of these weird Muddites are a higher tier Muddites than the other Muddites. Like, what's the authoritarian system within here?
Look, just assume they're like the guards and again with the whole Star Wars reference, they're just like the guards in fucking episode 7. You know, when Snoke, they're there to defend Snoke. And they just die in the process.
I was trying to lead into that at some point.
Yeah, I figured you would, but I jumped the gun, Austin. I did it first.
Yeah, so we get the part of most. I think this is probably the most choreographed fight throughout the season.
Yeah,
and I love this shit.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love this shit with the camera moving around, right? Because like I said, William, in recent years in terms of Sentai, they started experimenting with. And Kamen Rider in general, right? They started experimenting with characters. Before with this type of shit, it's just all static. Well, static, still shot, frame shot. And but now with this one, they're like we see the camera moving around, and it's all fucking cool as fuck, right?
Yeah, it's
like we get the mini focus on all the Rangers as they're fighting, you know? Like there's this really good scene where Shigeru is fighting the guy, right? He grabs an enemy in front of him, but it's actually the camera, and you follow the camera spin with him. Like that was a really good shot.
It's really fun. Also, I mean, just a quick aside, but they showed the movie too, right? That was
Hey, William. Boy. Hey, it's a good thing. It's a good thing we now know the events of the movie within the last episode.
Yeah,
right.
It's a bit of a spoiler too. It's like, oh yeah, this happened in a dream, and like, oh well, okay, now I guess I know how that goes. Fine.
Yeah, I was really amazed that they actually showed the movie segment like that, right?
Yeah.
Because usually before, in terms of movie to TV series canon, right? You don't get that far. You generally just get something as stupid as like, hey, you've never done Adventure? Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Really? Okay.
Right? But, yeah, they just say it, but they don't actually show it, right? They just say, hey, yo, check out that adventure. And hey guys, remember when we went on that adventure to the Capitol and everything? And the other Ranger's like, yep, that was a fun adventure, you know?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Oh, I should mention as an aside, another aside really, because I just noticed it. You're gonna hear music in my recording.
There's always music in your recording.
No, not in terms of piano, but in the fact that you'll hear genuine music. So that could be a thing. Because the thing is just playing music like in his room and as loud as all hell.
And I hope it doesn't get detected by the YouTube copyright system.
Oh, it's totally gonna get detected. I don't probably, but don't worry, we'll be fine.
We can't get monetized, and we tell the audience to go fuck themselves. All right, then we'll be flagged under YouTube for not being copyright eligible.
Exactly.
Be monetarily eligible. But hey, really, I was gonna say bring that up. It's so fucking weird that they just fucking brought up the movie all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty fucking funny how they just like, hey, yo, check out that movie adventure we had, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Here's the thing about movies adventures, right?
Yeah.
Usually with the movie canon, it takes place mid-season, all right?
All
right, probably like the episode 20.
God, we're missing out on a whole big segment now, aren't we?
Yeah, but the problem is the movie for this year didn't release until this month, so I think the movie actually takes place more nearer towards the end of the season this year compared to like previous year with the movie canon, right? So I think the movie this year actually takes place more throughout the end of the season. so that's why.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because COVID's still a thing, that hasn't gone away yet,
Yeah,
like the green, but you know what has gone away? The Green New Deal, all right?
Oh
we
my
stopped
God.
her. We stopped her.
God. Jesus Christ.
Can't stop us, no AOC.
Oh God.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, the Southeast Asian viewers have no idea who AOC is. All right.
No. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. They don't really care about.
They don't even know what the acronym AOC even stands for. All right.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to give a hint? I don't know.
No. Of course not. No. That's too political for this discussion.
Oh yeah,
right?
sure. That was too political, ain't it? Just to mention a name, and when we're talking about a goddamn event that happened in January 6th of 2021.
At least we know how to date the video, alright? Not that we're dating by the fact that this is the last episode to air. We'll date it by the events that happened within the year.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah, so anyway, So the Rangers are fighting, like, ooh boy, then Mabushina's like, for some reason I thought Mabushina was gonna do something this battle,
yeah,
right?
I mean, okay,
you get that impression?
I mean, you just reminded me of the other gripes that I had with this one. In the fact that, like, in this 4 or 5 episode arc, right, of like them defeating the Emperor, like legit, I was waiting for a moment where like they were gonna bring Mabushina and like the Queen in and have them aid in the battle in some way.
Some shit.
Yeah. Because they mentioned that they have these special abilities. Like the Queen has like a legit OP ability, and the fact that she can.
We even saw the Queen fight at a point, right?
Yeah, I'm like the Queen knows how to deal with shit, and then like the fact is like. She has that power to basically jumpstart everybody's Kira mentality by like 10, right? So I'm like, if they could have legit like. Can you like imagine like the fact like if they had a moment where they try to use this destroyer stone or whatever, but like by accident they destroyed his body or something? I could like this is just an event I'm imagining right now. Yeah. And like and so basically they all decided like at one moment to be like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna all go ahead and use our Kira mentality and hope that will be enough to destroy the mask. And maybe at some point, either the Queen or Mabushina, because while like, they come in to actually help out in the battle, and they make like the thing is, I thought it was a hinting at too, like when Mabushina's like, oh, she can make things shine brighter. I thought maybe that was hinting at like she has the same ability as the Queen. So I'm like, either the Queen or Mabushina, and most likely Mabushina, would come in and basically increase everyone else's Kira mentality and basically be enough to destroy the mask. Yeah, we get a real
partner moment where the Stones or some shit or Mabushina support the Rangers throughout the series. Like, oh boy, here's our partnership, our friendship. That we've been talking about throughout the season. With the thing that was a big plot motive, plot drive last episode with Fire when he thought fucking Jiru killed him. Died.
Yeah, and he was just all like he's shaking up and stuff, and he was still hanging on hope that he was still alive, and so he's just trying to give him information. He's like, oh, I have to make sure he's caught up so that he knows what's going on when he comes back into the battle. And I'm like, you could have had it with Mabushina, and then like that would have been a nice moment.
And then all the Stones could have come in, right? Instead of having the Rangers deal with the Grunt, because I'll be even though as much as I like that fight scene with the Rangers fighting, I feel like that. Even though it was relatively short, I feel like, we didn't need this shit, right? This was fucking stupid as fuck, right? Even though as well choreographic as well, as well shot it was, I feel like that entire what should have happened was the Rangers go fight the Emperor. They was like, ooh, ooga booga booga, check out my Emperor, my guards, right? And the Rangers like, oh boy, there's too many of them. We can't get to the Emperor this way. And then the Stone comes in like, hey yo, check it out. Here's our friendship power, and they deal with the enemies by like shining a flashlight in their eyes or something. I don't know, right? Right? Using a nightlight to find out all these mysterious stains everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, and like it could have been a thing, and it would have been nice, but they didn't do that. And like.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we get a cool partner moment, where one at a time, they all said their great memories, right?
Yeah. I mean,
the worst part of this was I'll talk about this at the end of the series or when the series viewed was how fucking lacking Shikaru's fucking memory when Jet was, how fucking lazy his footage was, because we realized, hey yo, fucking Shikaru kind of got fucked this season.
Yeah, he kind of did, yeah. They had the whole. I really liked. I just really find it funny. They're like, oh yeah, he's so stoic and he's very disciplined, and they're showing all the footage where he just isn't that. You know.
I know they literally show. They pretty much just show footage from the opening scene of the opening. His opening footage shot. That's how fucking lackluster Shigeru had in terms of episode.
Yeah, and he's a fun
dedication.
Yeah, he's a fun character too. But man, that's a little dirty there.
Yeah, but we get the cross promote with the movies. So now the kids audience will be like, oh boy, we gotta find out what happens. You know, we gotta find out if the Ranger lives or die in the movie, right? They name drop the movie like, oh boy, what happened in the movie? Did the Rangers die? Did they live? Did they make it out safe? We'll never know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll never know.
We will never know what happens to the Rangers, right? If they'll make it or not, right? Yeah, I was just so fucking weird. I just fucking name dropped them. I was so fucking out of it. I was following along with everyone just doing their little speech, like, oh boy, here's the power, and then fucking Dash Shark, whatever, was like, hey, yo, remember that fucking movie, that movie we did, right? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Boy, that was a great movie. Remember that fucking the Red Witch that we established at the beginning of the series and we never revisit? Whatever happened to that? The worst was they showed the Red Witch too, right? Just to remind us that we got how the writers forgot about her and that they had to shove her into the movie, right? It was like the funniest thing.
Yeah, that was this whole thing too. God damn.
Yeah, but go watch the Kiramager movie. You know, that 30-minute long movie.
Is that out on?
No, it's not. Yeah, that's not shit. That's gonna be like for a few months, but it's only 30 minutes long, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
It's literally an episode.
Really? Why is it called a movie then?
Because they put it with the other 3 Sentai movies this year because of COVID. Because normally every year every Sentai movie gets a movie and some shit, but due to COVID, you know, right? They're like, oh boy, can't do that. So they just film all 3 Sentai. They just film every 3 Sentai movies. Each of the 3 Sentai their own segment and just put them together and call it a movie. But none of them intercross whatsoever. None of them are related. It's just 3 independent story on one. So it's when you're editing a video, right? And you put a video on a track, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what this, they shot 3 movies, right?
Yeah.
They put each movie on the track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they put crosses up in between every single movie.
Huh. Oh,
and they called it the movie.
Wait,
and then they put the opening title at the front, obviously. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they called it a day. They're like, all right, that's this year's Sentai movie. We did it. We filmed 3 movies, you know.
Okay, I'm a little annoyed at that. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I know. We'll watch it. We'll talk about that movie whenever the fuck that shit gets released, you know.
Yeah, in the months ahead.
Don't worry, that movie's really depressing because there's a lot of backstory to that.
Really?
To one of the segment.
Oh, okay.
It's really depressing if whenever we talk about it.
Wait, are we gonna talk about it like in retrospective or like?
We'll talk when the movie comes out. Okay. I'll give you backstory about that segment. Okay. It's really bad.
Okay.
It's not bad in terms of it's bad in terms of depressing.
Wait, in terms of like real life depressing, like in the sense like.
Yeah, real life depressing.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! All right.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about it. There's no time to joke about that when we got to joke about AOC and the Green New Deal, all right?
Jesus fuck, dude. But yeah.
But anyway.
Also, did you find it funny, like how the Emperor died? Like, I get like he gets hit by the arrow, and he just kind of falls. This is one of my biggest issues. That was the Emperor as a villain, right? Yeah.
Right. I mean, like I'll bring that up in the series review, but like I feel like they didn't know how to just end the main, and they just were like, all right, this is good enough, right? Fuck it, we got rid of the Emperor. All right, everything's. It's just like how he's just fucking standing. Like the worst part is, you know what? I honestly thought that they didn't even film that much of the Emperor. They just filmed one scene, freeze framed it, and then just kept on the freeze frame the entire time of the Emperor, right? All the way up until the end. That's what it looked like, right? When Tommy Tomo was explaining the plan to Senna and Jiru, right? We see like this weird fucking close up there. I feel like that's just a fucking freeze frame of it that they didn't bother to animate, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Jesus stuff, but like, oh my god, like it's arrows him, and then he dies. It's like, oh, impossible. And then he literally just falls down in the most like
it's almost as if he did nothing throughout the entire battle. Like, hey William, look, if I ever get shot, if I ever stand still and I get shot, I'm not gonna be amazed that I got shot, right? I won't question how the fuck did I get shot. What? Yeah, how did this happen? You know, right?
Yeah.
It's just so fucking funny how the way that they dealt with the Emperor, right?
God, man, it's just...
It's really sad and depressing, you know? It's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like how the Emperor just straight up like, F. Oh. Like, look, he straight up just stands in the middle and he does nothing.
Yeah, he's just letting everyone else do shit.
The worst part is, I feel like this is one of those situations where you could have just like, if you step 2 steps to either your left or your right, you could have avoided this, you know? Right? Because here's the thing about an arrow, William. It goes in a straight line. I don't know if you've ever shot an arrow, right? But normally it goes in one direction, right? It doesn't whiz through the fucking air and makes like a sharp 90-degree turns, right?
Yeah.
It just goes straight. Straight. It goes forward 90 degrees, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like you can just move I mean, if you're fast enough, you can just honestly move out the way and you'll be good.
I mean, it doesn't help that the Rangers were fucking standing still for like 5 minutes discussing the plan, you know? And he just fucking stood there like, oh boy, what the fuck's going on, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's okay.
Yeah, so they defeat the Emperor. Yeah, Emperor's dead. They're like, oh boy, it's over. We did it. Japan is safe for today. Hope no other enemy comes and attack Japan's tomorrow. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody attacks them next week or something. You know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So people who are under the Mud curse gets free. We get Jews fucking up Japanese schoolgirl girlfriend. Like, oh boy, Jiro, you did it. And the Rangers walk off in victory. You know. And we get like this nice shot.
Yeah, that was nice and all, but man, I mean...
Yeah, but we cut to 3 months later, when Japan has got rid of the coronavirus, you know? They got everyone vaccinated 3 months later.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. But yeah, oh man. 3 months later, I mean, is that a thing? Did it always move ahead of time like that?
Yeah, it's whatever, you know. It could be, it's more or less, it's whatever they want to do with the life. It's left. No one gonna give up. They're not gonna give. Like, hey, yo, it's our. Hey, hold on. To be fair, there was a Sentai season where after they defeated the villain, you know, they did a 10-year time skip and saw everyone, you know. So it's kind of like that, really, you know.
I mean, I know, right? I remember, I was familiar with it, like at least with like in Jetman. Spoilers. I've seen Jetman. Well, actually, Oh yeah, I now have knowledge, but I have the forbidden knowledge, Austin.
There's the forbidden knowledge of Jetman.
Yeah, I had the forbidden knowledge of Jetman. I've been spoiled too good. Okay, now everything's shit. Everything sucks now compared to Jetman. But, okay, I mean, the thing is, like, I understand the time skip within Jetman because that everyone was thinking that was probably gonna be the last of it, but it was too good of a show. Like, we had to continue this shit. But but then it's just like. I didn't expect time skips to be a thing because like the way they like from what I'm seeing, at least with like what's the name I'm looking I'm thinking of? No, with Kiramager and like from what I'm seeing so far, spoilers by the way, I'm watching Time Ranger. From what I'm seeing, they kind of go by a week basis, and so I'm like, oh, they keeping? They're basically in modern day Japan as far as you are concerned.
Yeah.
And so
the last episode, the last scene takes place in May. Technically takes place around May, right? Because we know by last episode it was like around February 21st or some shit. So technically speaking, this episode is in May right now. The last scene takes place in May, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just.
I mean, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know. It was just a confusing bit that I was like a little wondering about.
But you know what? We finally get to see some part of that opening outfit, right?
Oh my god!
And
finally!
they don't even go all the way. That's the worst part.
Because you can really like freaking.
Like I saw Jiro with the outfit. I was like when I saw it with the outfit before he goes into the scene to meet the other Rangers, right? I was like, wait, is that the opening outfit? I legitimately opened up a separate tab. A separate video player. Yeah, I mean, a second to watch the opening scene. Oh wait, that is his opening outfit, and I actually legitimately thought we're finally gonna see everyone in their stupid fucking outfit.
And they don't do it.
They don't go all the way.
Oh my god, I'm so annoyed at that. Like, I mean, I think Sayo does, right?
No, I think her outfit's different. I know Tomatomo's outfit is actually his opening outfit.
No, yeah,
That's
Sayo is kind of the thing is, you like that's her doctor outfit.
Yeah, that's just a regular doctor's outfit, you know.
No,
right?
please, it features in the opening credits like that outfit, but she has like two different outfits: her doctor outfit and the civilian outfit. But she's just not wearing the civilian outfit.
Yeah,
Shiguro just doesn't bother. Takemichi, Takemichi, I can understand, right?
Yeah, he has his royal outfit, you know. And look, after you beat the game, you unlock a bunch of new outfits for your characters. All right.
Oh my god.
You can replay the game. You can replay the game with the new costume now. So okay.
Yeah,
that's what it's like.
Yeah, and then Senna is just half-assed. Senna's half-assed.
But you know what? Everyone gets a new haircut, apparently. Everyone got a haircut at some point. They realized that after 3 months, they can finally get a haircut, you know? The business are back open, alright?
Oh my god, Jesus. I'm still so, like, confused at the costume choices in this fucking show, man. I don't understand. Why don't they utilize the civilian outfits more? Why don't you do this? Why did, like...
Everyone has too many fucking outfits. That's the worst fucking part. There's like at least 3 to 4 outfits for every character.
Okay, look.
Right? And none of them are matching.
I mean, at this like, the thing is, Austin, you say that, but at least it's not as bad as Kamen Rider. Good God. Toma doesn't know what outfit to fucking wear.
Toma gets that tax evasion money, alright? He doesn't have to... Look, he can buy as many outfits as well because he doesn't have to pay taxes on them or report his federal income, alright?
Yeah, sure. I mean, as much good that does him, it can't buy him his friend's life back.
But hey, there's a whole fucking lens flare throughout this entire fucking scene.
There's so much.
It's really fucking annoying. I was like, this lens flare is really unneeded.
It's so
right
distracting.
Now.
Like, it's focusing on like on the cast's face, but then the lens flare is there. I'm looking more at the lens flare than at the character's face. That's not what you should be doing here. It's
we don't need this. You just need to show the lens flare once, and then you're done. You don't have to show up to the rest of the scene. But no, they have to go to it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the worst part is how they tried to answer the question throughout the series about how fucking Jiru was able to connect with Garuza as a kid with his mind magic power, and they did it in the best way possible. They don't answer it, just like Star Wars.
Oh my god, they're just like, Lamau, it just happened.
Yeah,
take that for an answer. I'm like, oh my god, that's so bad.
Right? They didn't bother answering. I feel like this is an important thing to answer, you know?
And they're like, oh no, it was just a coincidence. And like, they try to make it seem like alright. Like, hey man, your coincidence basically saved lives. Like, yeah, that's not much of a coincidence though, is it? So what's the reason?
Right? Like the worst was throughout the series, we did have the fucking hit of death. Well, to be fair, it was shoved in at the last minute with the whole concept of destiny. I was like, all right, is Jiru the next fucking reincarnation of destiny? Is this like right? Because the problem is they have a phoenix throughout the whole fucking series as a fucking mecha, right?
Yeah.
But you know what the phoenix represents, right?
Yeah, phoenix is like the rebirth of like new life and shit, right? And
yeah,
so you're thinking
you would think this would fucking tie into Jiru somehow, you know, right? But oh boy, is this the new rebirth of imagination? This is the imagination. God, this sounds so fucking stupid.
I mean, it's cheesy as shit, but at least that would be a reason.
At least I would have liked that better,
yeah,
right?
it would actually be a thing.
The imagination side. But no, they don't. They're like, hey, yo, whatever. Heart, Doki Doki, Kokoro, whatever. Fuck.
It's fucking stupid. It's like they're doing idol shit. Like, nah, just focus on this idol heart that I'm doing right now, man. Don't wonder about the complexities of the universe, and don't wonder at the missing.
Yeah. Don't talk about the concept of reincarnation.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Right?
Don't bring up the Green New Deal. All right.
Oh my god, that's the thing too. Like, the fact is, like,
hey, where's my $2,000 check, Biden? Where's my check?
Yeah,
you owe me $2,000.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the thing that should be like. I'm gonna say it now, just so that we don't forget it. But like in the retrospective.
What, the $2,000 check?
No, not the $2,000 check, which he totally owes us, by the way. But the thing is, it's like the whole rebirth thing, like, and the fact that they killed the king in or they quote unquote kill the king in the beginning of the series. You think that he's like, his is a rebirth of imagination that came from the king, right, or something, and like, but they don't do it. They just cop out and bring him back to life. I'm like, I can understand it, but still. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, but
it's really fucking weird.
Also,
but yeah, but no, hey, they go. But Takemichi probably left Earth, I guess, within the stream to go back to Crystalia. Mabushina's now like, hey yo,
yeah,
Mabushina's the queen now.
Did you get weird vibes from that, by the way?
Wait. So I'm not sexist, okay?
Okay. I
wanna stick this out, bro,
okay.
Right? Alright? I want the audience I want my clear intentions to be known. I'm not sexist, boy. But should Mabushina be the next Aaron line? Right?
Well, not like I get what you mean. If only because she didn't do shit this season. Like,
also, it doesn't have to fight. I assume Takemichi's older than her. I think.
I mean, the thing is, if we're talking about if we're talking about the proper, yeah. But the thing is,
like, wouldn't like from an Earth standpoint, right? Wouldn't here, right? It doesn't just go from the whoever's next word line to like I don't know to whatever. It usually goes to like the next board or whatever. Or the next oldest, right?
I mean, okay. So to be real with you, that honestly depends. The thing is, if you have it depends. Like in real life, kings, if they have like a bastard or something, right? Even if they are older, they're usually not in line for the throne because then that just creates a messy succession line, right? Because sometimes kings fuck, right? And kings don't give a shit who they fuck. And so basically,
we saw that with King Odian and his fucking secret parallel.
Which ties into nothing at all. Like, you made me think they would be tricking the emperor into like, hey, go into this world so you don't fuck up the actual world where people are actually alive and living and shit, you know? Oh god, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll say that for the end, for the separate video, for the separate video where we actually talk about the series, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole fucking once again. By the way, like I was saying, they don't bring back that whole fucking other Crystalia back whatsoever fucking ever.
Yeah, it's like it's a whole big thing. Like, oh yeah, there's another world that he just happens to have, and like you don't do anything with it. You just mention it for that one bit, and that's it. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but Mabushina's the queen now, right? It's like, oh boy, I'm the queen now. We used the 4 Dragon Ball to restore Crystalia.
Real quick, did you get a weird vibe with like Mabushina and like Takemichi for like the hottest second when they came in like that?
What?
Okay, so maybe it's just me. Maybe I watched too much anime.
Wait. You think there's some weird fucking crystal incest going on? Is that what you're implying?
Look, honestly, yes. It was very weird, like they coming in like that. I think it's just because like I associate white, like I know it's a royalty thing, I guess.
Wait. Should you, for full disclosure, not imply that you're a racist now?
I don't. Okay, look. First of all, I don't give a shit. Okay, because for the instance, like she's just a rock. Why are you gonna be racist against a goddamn?
Okay,
rock?
so what you're saying? Incest cool, racism not cool, right? Can we put that on record? Can I put it on record somewhere? Just like how I put myself on record that I'm not sexist.
So what you're telling me is that basically incest is okay as long as it's with a rock. It's basically what you're telling me. It's cool to...
you're the one that's implying this, you know.
No, I'm not implying shit. It's the show that's implying it to me, okay? It was very weird.
The show is the one that's implying it.
Like, look, man, I'm just saying, it was just a very weird thing that just came out of nowhere, and, like, the way they came in, it made it seem like they were, like, together in a weird sense, okay? It was very odd, okay? Look, man, if Takemichi wants to get with a rock, that's fine with me, I guess. Takemichi's a cool dude. I'm just gonna judge him a little bit, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna quickly open up another tab just so I can remind myself what the name of the episode.
What are you naming it? Tell me now. I want to know.
It's either for the record or incest is in, alright? It's one of those two.
Damn it! God, I mean, also Takemichi got shafted in the sense that when they made their own Mount Rushmore on Crystalia, right?
Yeah, he's not there.
Yeah, it's like they do it on the main 5, but Takemichi is not included on that shit. I'm like, really? You think he would be since he was part of that team, and he was part of that team for a good long while, like since like nearly the beginning.
Like the last 20 episodes, you know, 25. Almost 20 episodes, honestly. He's been more of the team, basically.
Yeah, he's a big part of the team, and I mean, you kind of think he would be on there, but I guess not, I guess?
Nope, I guess they don't need us. Like, I guess they realize having statues of kings never lead to anything good. All right, maybe they looked at Earth's history where they realized, hey, maybe we should stop having statues of people. Right? You know? No more statues, you know? Like, we should probably have stop having statues of controversial figures in history. Right? Right? Yeah. Particularly within that southern region of Crystalia. Let's not put any statue in the southern region.
No.
Northern region.
Oh my god, Jesus. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we're done with this episode. I mean, also.
Hey, wait. So here's the thing. So one thing I want to say: they never thought the mother existed. All right.
Yeah,
I was honestly,
they did.
like literally, like throughout the episode, I was wondering, are they going to remember the mother? Because that's one of the biggest issues you and me. Well, that's one of my personal issues was the fact that they just completely forgot about the fucking mother. Right? Just like, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they actually remembered that the mother existed in this show and that she's still alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually unironically very funny for me.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it's like, oh yeah, here we go. She's alive. We didn't
She's
forget
just a
about
fucking
her.
paperweight now. That sounds really depressing to say that your mother's just a paperweight now.
Yeah, I'm like, good God, that's not a positive image of your mother now, is it?
Yeah, and look, do you think they debate every day to pull the cord or not?
Oh my.
Should we just end our mother's suffering?
She's just a headpiece. She's just a paperweight. She has nothing going on with her life. You think we should just end it now for her or what? She just stuck to the last battle. She was no help at all. She was only in it for one episode. You know, she's not relevant. We might as well end her now. She has nothing else going for her.
Look, we're pretty high up, and I'm pretty sure we drop this and we'll break.
Oh my god. Yeah, she'll go back to sleep. We'll just say it was an accident. She rolled over in bed, okay?
Yeah.
She rolled off the bed.
She'll be permanently sleeping now.
She'll be sleeping with the, gravel, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, but then Jiru's fake, I guess real girlfriend comes in right now.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh boy, here you go. Hey, remember me? I'm back here. And then just like, oh boy, and then we got this is the weirdest fucking name cameo drop I ever see for a Sentai season, because they don't normally do shit like this, right?
Uh-huh.
But they just fucking show the next season straight up like that, right? Like,
I mean,
Drew's
pretty unique in that sense, anyway.
Yeah, so it's just a stupid imagination. I thought, like, wow, I was not expecting that drawing to show up, where it shows the next season's team. Just like, hey yo, what's up? Hey yo, who the fuck are these fucking nerds?
I will say,
right?
I really did enjoy the joke that they did too when they were showing that. It's like, oh, you're gonna freaking, what was her name? Kakihara?
Kakihara,
yeah.
Yeah.
I like the joke that they bring back in the callback where it's like, you're gonna draw me all cute again. It's like literally like the same picture like from before, like when he was first drawing her.
In the corner.
Yeah, in the corner. That was just fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and it's like I did like how they showed off the new team, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, like this weird, it was like just a fucking weird cameo appearance. I wasn't expecting like that.
Yeah. I mean that was fun and all, and then basically the end on a picture of of the whole group in Juju's art style and shit.
Yeah.
Also, very funnily, they had in the top right corner, basically saying this is a work of fiction, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
You gotta let the audience know, all right? Gotta let them know that this is a work of fiction. That there is actually no real monsters going around killing people every week in Japan. You know,
hold
right?
on. Someone's invading my room.
Someone.
Joseph, what?
Joseph has entered.
What are you doing?
Joseph has taken.
Joseph, what are you doing?
Joseph has taken.
That's not there.
He is approaching William with
just
the hammer.
Fucking keep track of your stuff, Joseph. I'm not gonna have it.
Go. What is this?
Go check the restroom.
Place his fingers on the table.
What are you talking? What are you saying, Austin?
Joseph is not taking the hammer.
No. What are you? No. Okay, stop. I literally did not catch any of that because I was in the middle of a conversation with Joseph for a little bit. What are you saying? Actually, I don't want to know. Anyway, we're done with this episode now. We're ending it now before it gets worse.
So back to what I was beginning back to. So one of my biggest issues. So there was a lot of few issues, but I unironically didn't like the ending. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that it's fucking weird how they should have had all the team members actually physically together, right?
Yeah, it's just weird. Like they're all in separate locations, and then just like
yeah, but because I understand how everyone has their own fucking names. I'm like, you already fucking went out your way to team up to fight stupid Japanese monster every week. You could have just met together, right? I was just playing like some weird fucking cookout type of fucking like. Here's the hey, remember that fucking party that Juru was talking to Fire about earlier this season,
yeah.
right? I thought there was gonna be like that. I was gonna be like, hey yo, here's a big fucking party, or whatever, and then Mabushina and Takamichi beams in from Kristana and say, hey, sorry we're late. Then here's the fucking announcement of Mabushina being queen now or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think, right? That's why, that was like this thing how I thought this ending was very bittersweet, right? Like I like the ending with them all getting together, one last time, or this big conversation, but yeah, I felt like it would have been better if they were all there together, or at least
physically
all five
there,
together, Right, but they're all social distance. I guess in 3 months, Japan got a variant emerge. Maybe that variant that's emerging in Japan end up getting way worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh boy, watch out for that Japanese variant. That's not good. That got discovered like last week.
God, dude. Also,
Alright, yeah, that's it. That's all I had. That was my last moment.
Real quick, is that how handoffs usually happen?
Yeah.
Really? They just do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it happens. You just see the two red. Well, normally it's not this open with previous. It's just when they're at this weird interdimensional space, right? Where they just fucking walk off. Where they just fucking do it like that. But this was actually out in the open, right? And just say, hey yo, what's up? Hey yo, what's up? Hey, here's the next season. That's it. Yeah, that's usually how they do the handoff. It's like that. Something big, nothing new. So yeah, so we see the next Ranger, Zen Kaiser. He's like, hey, yo, what's up? I'm next year's season. There we go. I hope I wasn't spoiled yet for my big surprise of my handoff,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So I hope I wasn't showed off in some magazine or something, or like some pictures that were taken off set.
I hope I wasn't showed off in like some badly drawn picture by a 10-year-old Japanese. Oh wait, what? This Japanese show was actually a Japanese high schooler. He should get some drawing lessons.
God, this is so mean. Fucking hell. Okay, I guess we should end it here before we keep talking about it any further for the retrospective.
Alright, yeah, that's it. So that's the end. That's the end of Kiramager. That was the last episode. Overall, hey, whatever. We'll go into more details in the series review, but overall, I give the season. I thought the season was okay, right? Personally, not one of my favorite seasons, out of all the seasons, but it's better than last year's season. I'll say that for sure, honestly.
Right. I haven't seen last season yet. I mean, I'm watching the American version.
Here's the thing. I don't remember last year's season, all right?
Oh, that's bad.
Except I was lied to with translations, all right? Those aren't dragon knights. That's not dragons. If it's a dinosaur, you fucking translator lied to me. You ruined it. I don't want dinosaurs again. Hold on, wait. Yeah. Hold on. Wait, what was... Wait, was last year's season that season? I forgot what was last year...
I mean, we're doing dinosaurs right now, right? So I'm assuming that was last season.
Yeah, that was last year's season. Yeah. The real soldier, yeah.
Fucking
all right, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, overall, I think I give the season a C. C plus.
A C plus. I mean, I'd say that's... I mean, actually, no, I didn't think on it. We typically, for our movie ratings, we just do like 10 out of 10s or whatever.
Okay, fine.
I mean, I don't know. C plus is fine. The thing is, at least for me, that would translate to either honestly, like a solid 7. Like a solid 7 out of 10.
I give a 6. I give this a 6, if anything.
I give like 6.5. I mean, I give it the half because I did get saddled again with like COVID and shit, and so that was on obviously it was a detriment to the series, but more into that with the retrospective.
Yeah. Stay tuned after next a few days after wherever the fuck this video gets uploaded for the series review or whatever, you know. I gotta listen for that series review. That's how you know. Our series reviews is more important than anyone else's series review. Alright, I'm just gonna say that now. I'm just gonna make a bold claim right now that our series review matter than any other one else that's doing a series review. Alright? Because we are the only one that are willing to talk about the Green New Deal, alright? Alright, I tied it all back. To the Green New Deal. Alright, that's it. That's this episode. See you next time for Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Okay, thanks, bye.